Onto the second one, which is a two character drawing.
MJ and Gwen.
And Gwen, yes.
And this commission had a little bit of specifics from the client.
Right. There was an existing cover that they sent us as ref, and it has like a classic MJ and classic Gwen dancing. And it looks like a nightclub or something.
Right.
And the commission person wanted, the client wanted a similar pose but with updated characters. So MJ Spider, which is MJ Spider-Man, and
with the Spider-Man costume, and Gwen without the mask.
Right, Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen, yes, and with the costume,
right,
no mask,
right,
dancing together, as the ref was given.
Dancing together, yeah.
So, let's see.
I changed the pose a little bit. I can't remember. Were they facing back to back in that cover? I feel like they were kind of.
No,
separate.
they were facing each other.
Facing each other, right?
Each other like this.
Right.
So, what was the difficulty in drawing this?
Fitting two people on the same on the same paper. Like, I get clients every so often asking to have multiple characters on the page,
right?
And I accept it, but
and this is an A4 size.
Yeah, it's not that big, so I always find difficulty figuring out a composition. So. Like, I feel like I'm looking at it and I feel like the head is a bit too big or the face is too big, but
no, but the final art was great. I liked it. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I think the face.
Yeah, see, I shrunk the face right there.
Yeah,
it was too big.
MJ and Spider-Gwen, like, you're showing their characters through their facial expressions. Like MJ's a little like the cool kind of girl, where Gwen's giving this like soft. I don't know if the characters are correct though.
Sure. I just wanted to give a, I didn't want them reacting the same way.
Wrong.
But thank you.
Cut.
But that's what art is. You can see it any way you want. Yeah, so those arms were giving me problems. Like I didn't want them to be doing the same pose, right?
Right.
So I couldn't figure out. Okay, so I lowered the arm.
Right. But it had to be some piece where it comes together, so it can't be like two different dancing poses.
All right.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and so like to give variation, I made Gwen close her eyes and opening her mouth and stuff. I'm basically kind of winging it right now. So. But as you can see, like I drew the figure, the whole thing, and then I made sure the sizes were all okay, and then I would go back and refine each part. In this one, I had this awesome idea how to do the MJ spider suit. So that's what all I'm thinking is, okay, I'm gonna color it, and I'm gonna make the lines white with white out. It's gonna look awesome, and that's all I'm thinking.
So yeah, in the beginning, the client wanted a bust shot, right?
Yeah, he wanted a bust of MJ, and then he asked if it slowly kind of grew out of that.
Right.
He's like, I'd like a second character, and I'm like, oh, okay, sure, yeah. But then he's like, I kind of want the arms because I want the dance.
But however, if it was a dancing pose and a bust, that would have been more difficult, don't you think?
I don't know how to make somebody dance without arms. And just a bust shot.
Right? It's quite hard.
So,
no, you were going to add arms.
Yeah, I was going to be nice and just do it because he seemed to really want this drawing. But then luckily he upgraded into a half figure. So I was really thankful for that.
So yeah, this piece is a bit longer than the two other videos just because we have two characters.
Yeah.
So
yeah, in one there's like different versions of the spider suit, and one version, MJ's leg was pretty much the same as the regular Spider-Man leg. So the boots come up to the mid shin, and her thigh was all blue, but it wasn't balancing out in the drawing. So I found a different piece of ref where like the red part comes up to her thigh. So I chose to use that. You'll see it later when I like make a U-turn and fix it last minute.
Right. Like when you do the pencils and the inks and the colors, what's the most? Well, I guess inking is the easiest. What would you say the easiest part would be? Colors? But colors could be difficult too, right?
Yeah, colors, like, you can mess up really bad, and then
Right.
I feel like, oh my god, I don't know what I just did.
Right, right.
I guess like inking.
Because you have the outline.
Yeah, because with inking, you could still fix it if you mess it up. You could still fudge it that you could hide your mistakes.
Right. But then we wouldn't know what your mistakes are.
Oh, sometimes it's really obvious. But hopefully you can't figure it out. I don't think I screwed up on any of these.
No, the art came out great. Like all of them.
So yeah, see, you can see I'm guiding myself with those lines, but I'm like, all right, gonna put white out on those lines. Gonna make it look really good. It's like I enjoy the most when I know what I already have it pictured in my head. I'm like, okay, and I'm just basically going towards that. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like, okay, I have to draw this character. I don't really know. I don't have a plan. I'm just gonna start drawing. So that last MJ drawing was kind of like that. But with this one, I knew exactly what I wanted. So.
Okay, so now we go into inks.
Inks.
Anyway, so these commissions,
Yeah.
we got them from the last convention.
Yeah.
Which the numbers were quite low, right? Back then, the COVID cases were quite low.
Oh yeah, it was the first convention I did in like 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Local convention.
Right, and another one's coming up.
Yeah, November,
but who knows what's gonna happen? Because the numbers here are rising quite rapidly.
Was Tokyo Comic Con happening this year? Did you hear anything?
I think it's gonna be online again.
Virtually, I think.
Yeah. Which I don't really know how that works, but.
Yeah, they did it last year.
Yeah, they did it last year.
I didn't hear anything.
No. I think it's still gonna be online.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was great. The convention, like being out there again.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was just for a day.
It's usually like a 3-day thing, right?
No, 2 days.
Is it 2 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's usually Saturday, Sunday, but then we only did it on Sunday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the weather was really horrible.
Yeah, it was raining, but and not as much people came.
Yeah.
Because of it's just for one day, and
they controlled the flow of people coming in as well, so it was quite.
But it was still
organized.
Good to meet people again.
Yeah, it was nice.
It felt kind of back to normal, not too back to normal, but kind of.
I would say, talking to the organizers, about a third of the people that showed up.
Then
Compared to
previous
the
years,
previous years,
right? But still, it was great to just have a convention, and we first did the Instagram live there.
We did?
Yeah, I took the
video
of you drawing.
I did a live
live
drawing. Yeah, and that's on my Instagram. So.
Yeah.
And it was the first time we used that. That's pretty cool.
So, first you're doing the outlines.
Yep. And then they start blocking in.
It's quite interesting to look at it. Like fast forwarded version of.
Yeah, I wish I could draw this fast. My life would be so much easier.
Yeah, the video itself was like maybe 2 hours.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I cut a lot of it out.
Okay.
Because
I see that. There you go. You can see that thigh, the line. I was like, oh, I don't want to draw the whole thing. I don't want to paint it all black. So then I decided to.
I missed it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like normally, if I didn't have that thigh thing, it would have been black, right?
Oh, right.
And it would have just been too similar to what Gwen's costume. So
I see.
I kind of want to change it up. And luckily, I found a piece of ref that had the leg thing come all the way up to the thighs.
So, all the commissions are done? No.
I have a few more left.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So, other than these 3-part Gwen and MJ series, we still have a bit more videos. Like I think I had Deadpool and something else.
Okay.
So a couple more videos will be uploaded in the future.
I think it's done, right?
Yeah, the inking is done. So, how do you like it?
Yeah, it was good. I think it turned out well.
And now you already have the color in mind.
Yep.
And on to the colors. Is there a reason why you always color the face first?
I think it's probably the biggest thing I can mess up, and instead of that anxiety of leaving it till the end, I'm like, just do the most difficult thing first for me, and color the face in. I need to get some more flesh tone markers. The ones I have are not good. They're kind of too dark, or I don't know.
It's just, to me, it's... I just feel like I wouldn't know how I would color it. If I were you, I would color the whole face. But you leave some white spots.
Yeah.
You know, you don't color the whole thing.
It's hard to get highlights with those markers once you color it, unless you use like whiteout or something.
Oh, so you're already thinking about highlights that way.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And it gets really muddy when you layer in that marker.
Right.
So I try to color it as clean as possible with like without using too much of that, like blocking things out. Oh yeah, it says White Lotus. I was listening to a podcast and they talked about White Lotus. So I was like, okay, I gotta watch White Lotus.
Oh, the one you were watching.
I was watching. It was good. It was amazing. So here, I thought the hair color might have been too kind of contrasting with the red in the suit, but while I was coloring it, it turned out okay. It flipped in my mind, so I was like, okay, I can keep doing this. Yeah, I've used these two colors repeatedly in past commissions, so I'm comfortable with using that orangey red and that light
for the suit.
Yeah, for the Spider-Man suit. White Lotus. It was a good show.
Oh, yeah, the new Marvel movie's coming out.
Which one?
Something Chow?
Shang-Chi! Shang-Chi, yeah. Shang-Chi. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that movie.
Yeah, it looked awesome. Yep. The trailer looked awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah. The buzz is good. Like they had the grand opening, I think, last weekend or something.
It's coming out September 3rd here in Japan. I don't know if it's worldwide. But...
So the light source on this one, I wasn't really too sure. I kind of did it kind of randomly. I think it's more central top.
Yeah, I see it. Like a disco ball.
Kind of, yeah. I was also thinking like maybe I should call it like they're in a club, but then it's just too complicated to do that, so I'll just keep it simple. I think it could have gone a bit darker on Gwen's black portions of her suit, but you know, I didn't want it overpowering the drawing, so I kept it light. See, here it comes, here it comes.
Ah. Hey, are you using the nib?
Yeah.
I've never seen you use nib for
yeah,
the
like
highlights.
the stuff was, these lines are so fine. I had to use it. I watered down the white pretty thin to get these so I could like use my nibs to do it.
So this is something new.
Yeah, look at it. It looks nice and shiny.
Yeah. So another new technique for you.
I guess.
So is that whiteout?
Yeah.
The one that's in the bottle?
Yeah. I've gone through so many bottles of that. By not using it, it gets all crusty and like, cause I don't really use it that much.
Right, and then you diluted it with water?
Yeah, so it's quite thick, and I think it's meant to be used with a brush. It's it's meant to be like to cover over mistakes, but so I diluted it quite a lot.
So all this drawing, you were waiting to do this.
That's right. It's very satisfying. Yeah, and I was on a roll with that nib, so instead of using the white.
Yeah, you've been always talking about the highlight.
Yeah.
The pen for highlights. You could use.
I still haven't found the perfect marker.
I know, but you could use.
But this is fine. Yeah. It's just messy, because I gotta like wash the nib and make sure the consistency of the whiteout is loose enough and.
Final product.
Yep.
Oh, it looks great.
The commission person was really happy with it too, so it was worth it. Worth all the trouble.
The suit came out great, the posing and their facial features. Like I really love this piece.
Yeah, like the highlight and the marker and then that white on top of it. It really turned out well, so I'm really happy with it.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Next one, last one.
Yep.
Okay.
Gwen with the drums.
Yeah.